Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ghost Glider, and I am Matt. Today I'm going to be telling you guys and showing you guys how to do the Citadelle Day More Easter egg. Alright, so before you go in, I would suggest really any gobblegum you want. Healing Aura would be the best field upgrade. For a weapon, I used the SOG and it worked really well. If you do not have the SOG, try maybe the C9. Any SMG really works well. And then for the melee weapon, probably the knife is your best option. And then definitely if you have Molotovs unlocked, bring in Molotovs and bring in stims if you have those unlocked as well. Also on your gun, which is hopefully the SOG or the C9, make sure you have a suppressor on your as unlocked. If not, then play some Liberty or Terminus until you unlock a suppressor for whichever gun you plan on using. Alright, now you are officially inside of the map. Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to advance the map. Eventually, or just pretty much just follow the directions on screen. That will direct you to Pack-a-Punch. That's for every single map, your first step you want to do. If you don't have directions set up on screen or you have redacted open, so what you have to do is once you're at this certain courtyard area, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to open up a little bit more and there's going to be a cannon. You're going to want to spin said cannon and then fire cannon. The door will blow. Advance the map even more and you're going to be underneath the castle. Once you're underneath the castle, there's going to be room with like a storage container. You're going to break all 3 locks and you're going to fight a Gobblegast. Defeat that boss. Don't worry about the zombies, really just worry about the Gobblegast. Try and run away from the zombies if you can. And then once the boss is dead, it's going to drop a crystal and you're going to want to insert that into the little portal or storage device. Pack-a-Punch will now be unlocked. Let all the dialogue finish out. Probably don't finish the round either, and then go into the other room underneath the castle and there's going to be a door. Interact with that door with either square or Y or F or whatever your interaction button is, and you're going to talk to Krafft. Now if you're interested in the story, you may sit there, no zombies will attack you. If you're not, then you can go start the next step. Alright, so now there's going to be a door that unlocks in the throne room. The throne room is literally right above where you are. So once you're in the throne room, there's going to be now a door that opens. You want to go through there and go through another room. You're going to go way past the alchemy. And this is called the sitting room, I think. There's going to be 4 pages you're going to look for. If you need to, get zombies low, but don't kill all the zombies. Alright, hopefully if you did this right, it is not round 10. If you should hopefully by now have Pack-a-Punch open, talk to Krafft, and collected all 4 pages, and it's before round 10. Now what you want to do is advance to round 10. If you're way too soon, like you're on round like say 5, it's fine. Continue. So just get points, maybe get Pack-a-Punch, get Pack 1 or anything like that. For a later step, you're going to need Deadwire, so maybe try and get Deadwire. I was able to get tier 3 armor roughly early on, especially if you're playing solo, but definitely think about getting Pack 1 first, Deadwire, green weapon rarity, and then legendary armor. But I'd skip getting tier 2 armor and just go right to tier 3. If you don't know, it is 14,000 points for tier 3 armor, but you get points pretty easily. Alright, now you're officially on round 10. So there's going to be a knight zombie, is what I like to call him. He is a zombie and he practically has a knight helmet on his head. Only kill that zombie. Do not kill any other zombies unless it is a dire situation and you're stuck. But if you are good and you don't need to, kill only the knight zombie. That zombie will drop a stamp. Alright? We're doing the swords now. If you already know how to get all the swords, you may skip ahead past the swords, but I will also be getting the incantations. Alright, so this is the order of swords I would suggest getting. Either I would suggest doing Lion, Dragon, Stag, and Raven. If you want to do Dragon first because that's the easiest, that's totally understandable, but definitely do Dragon and or Lion first, and then Stag third, and Raven final for the final one. I'm going to be showing you how to get the lion one first. Alright, now that you have your stamp, you want to interact with this statue in the throne room. It will move, and it will now present a sword to you. Pick up that sword, and do not kill anything. You're going to want to go to the speed cola room. Alright, without killing anything. No parasites. Parasites will spawn, but that's for a later step. Alright, now that you're in the speed cola room, kill one glowing parasite, and then melee this door. You're going to want to repeat this 3 more times, where you melee one parasite, and then once your sword is glowing, your sword must be glowing, melee this door. And then once all 4 parasites are dead, and the door has 4 symbols on it, then you can interact with said door, and you will go inside a room. If there are only 2 or 3 parasites that spawn in your round, it doesn't matter. As long as you get a few, you can wait till next round and more glowing parasites will spawn. Alright, now say that you did get 4 parasites in one go, or you got all 4 parasites even after. Say you got all 4 parasites and you interact with the door. Now that you interact with the door, you will be transferred inside a room. There's going to be a podium. You want to interact with that with your sword out, and it will take your sword from you. Alright, there are going to be symbols that are flying. On the podium, there will be corresponding symbols. Shoot the symbol that's in the air that is glowing on this podium. Usually it's like a target one, then it's a snowflake, then it's like this diamond type thingy or an arrow type thingy, and then you shoot the last one. That's always been the order for me, but whatever. But just shoot the symbols in order. They will move, so be careful. Try not to shoot the other symbols because it will reset your progress too. Once you're done, also there will be, if you take too long, you're on a 1-minute timer. But if you do take long, zombies will start to spawn in there. But if you did it right, like a little mini nuke will go off in the room, and the sword will glow in the podium, and then you'll be able to collect it. All right, collect your sword. Now you want to go back to the throne room. There is going to be a crystal. Shoot it exactly where I am. If you shoot it somewhere else, that's fine, but it just makes your life a little bit more annoying. Alright, now wherever the laser or the shine is glowing towards, you want to go to where that shine is at, and then shoot it exactly where that shine is. And if it's still like a faint shine, that means you still need to shoot it more, and you need to follow it where the shine is going. It'll move around. I'm telling you, it will. You're going to want to move around wherever the shine is going at. You want to go in front of that shine, shoot it, so on and so forth. Once it's like a solid like shine like this, that means that one is done, and you're gonna have to repeat this step like 4 more times. You'll know that you've done it right because in the alchemist room, I think it's called, alchemical lab, sorry, there will be now the shine will be lasering at like a statue. You want to interact with that statue, and a thing is gonna pop out. Now you're gonna want to pick up that thing, and then in the throne room, there's going to now be a portal on the ground. Interact with that portal and get kills with your sword. It's a soul box, so yeah. Once you're done, there will be like a little mini nuke that goes off, and a chest will pop up. Melee that chest with the lion's sword, and you have just unlocked the light incantation. Alright, now hopefully it is either the next round or still the same round. Alright, if it's the next round, perfect. Now all you want to do is you want to wait for another night zombie to show up, kill it, and get another stamp. Now we're doing the dragon sword. Put your sword away, so put it back in its statue is what I usually do, and on this statue you want to give it a stamp. You want to collect the sword, and follow me over here to the castle entrance. There's going to be a dragon statue. Insert your sword into the statue by pressing interact. Now there's going to be 3 flames that you are going to set yourself on fire with. Yes, you heard me right. So you're going to walk over here to this one in spawn. You're going to interact with it. You will take damage. By killing zombies, the damage will go away, but your main purpose isn't to kill zombies. You want to rush all the way back to the statue. Alright, so collect the fire, and rush your way all the way back to the statue. If your health is getting super low, usually I do it around half health, you want to punch a zombie. Zombies are one tap. You want to take that fire to the statue, press your interact button on the statue, and that is one fire done. Another one is over here, right next to spawn actually, and again you want to interact with the fire. You're going to be on fire, melee zombies if you have to, but you want to rush as fast as possible to that statue and insert it. The final fire is over here. This one, you don't really have to melee zombies because of how close it is, but if you need to, there's a zombie that will spawn right next to the door of the entrance, and then again, just take it to the statue. Then the statue is going to burn the sword, and you'll be able to collect it, and you have just unlocked the dragon sword. Now you are going to get the incantation, so you can either use the fire sword or the Molotov. Alright, I would suggest getting a Molotov for the first one though. Alright, so what I would do is I would throw a Molotov at this area. There's going to be like a pile of wood, and you have to burn it. So throw a Molotov there. Then zombies are going to spawn. I would save those for a second. You want to use your sword's ability to fire, and you're going to want to hit right here. It's a little finicky, but it does work. More zombies are going to spawn. Now you want to kill all those zombies with your sword until your sword is powered up again. Then you're going to want to use your sword ability right here, and you should hopefully have the third one done. More zombies will spawn, kill those zombies, and then a gobblegast will show up. Hopefully, after killing all the zombies, your sword ability will be back to normal, and just use it. If not, it takes like 4 or 5 hits with the sword to kill the gobblegast. The gobblegast will then drop a pendant. Pick up that pendant, literally drop down exactly where you are, and there's going to be a portal. Insert the portal, get soul box. It's a soul box. Get kills with your sword until it's done. A nuke will go off, and then you're going to want to melee the gold chest. You will now have the fire incantation unlocked. Alright, this is the Stag upgrade. This is where you're going to need a dead wire ammo mod on your gun. You're going to need to collect 3 lightning rods. One is on the boxes by Deadshot. One, you need to go to Speed Cola Room, shoot this electrical panel, and the ceiling will drop a lightning rod. You want to pick that one up, and then over by Quick Revive, where you originally talked to Krafft and where Krafft is, there is going to be an armored zombie with a lightning rod sticking out of him. You want to kill that zombie and pick up that lightning rod. Alright, by Elemental Pop, originally where we just did the fire incantation, there's going to be like this vase type of thing. You want to interact with it, and you should be able to insert all 3 lightning rods. Now what you want to do is, I would suggest doing this closer towards the end of the round too. You want to kill the zombies with purple eyes. Eventually, after getting enough kills with the zombies with purple eyes, your sword will be electrified. You want to melee the vase. You want to repeat this step 2 more times. Afterwards, and after it's like super electrified, or you've done it all 3 times, you want to interact with the vase with your sword in your hands. There's going to be a little animation, and then you'll be able to collect the electrical sword. Now what you want to do is, by Deadshot, there's a little room called the stables. There's going to be a horseshoe right above the door. Collect this. Now you want to fast travel via the cannon. Yes, you could fast travel via the cannon. Now that will spawn like a little mini storm in the sky. You want to go there, and there's going to be an electrified horseshoe. Now in the spawn room, there's going to be a portal. You want to do soul box. It'll spawn a little mini nuke when it's done, and you want to melee the gold chest with the lightning sword. You now have the lightning incantation. Alright, for the Raven upgrade, this one's a little bit more challenging to understand, but please bear with me. How to get the Raven Sword in Black Ops 6 Zombies Citadelle Day More. First, get Pack-a-Punch and talk to Krafft. On round 10, a night zombies will spawn, and you want to kill it and collect the stamp. You want to insert the stamp into this statue. Collect the sword and go to the alchemical lab. There's going to be a skull you need to collect, and there's 5 possible spawns, and here are all of them. Now that you collected the part, go to the basement of the bar. There's going to be a safe life thing. Interact with it again to insert the sword, and then depending on what skull you got will depend on what code it is. Here are all the possible codes. If you inserted the right code, a portal will now spawn. 3 orbs will also spawn. Make sure those orbs go into the portal. Portal will turn into an orb, follow the orb, and it'll make a new portal. Repeat the step at least 2 more times. If done right, the portal will turn into an orb a final time and go right back to the safe like thing. Interact with the safe like thing, and that. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to pull out a bullet weapon. So that should be the weapon that you're using besides the swords. And you want to go to the room where Pack is. There's going to be a slide. Yeah, yippee, slide. You want to go down the slide, and at the end of the slide, there's going to be a Raven sitting on a rock. You want to shoot it. If you did it right, then there should be like a little bit of dialogue from Krafft. If you did, and on top of that, the Raven should fly out of the sewer. If you didn't do it right, it's fine. Go back to the Pack room and ride the sewer again, and you should be able to do that. If you did shoot the Raven right, then the Raven will now be in the sky. Shoot the Raven again, and it will drop a part. Collect the Talon, that's what it drops. Now what you want to do is you want to go to the water room under the castle, which is right next to the Pack-a-Punch room, and there's going to be a portal. Interact with the portal, get souls, and then melee the gold chest when it's done. Alright, the next thing you want to do is you want to buy Melee Macchiato. Then, after you buy Melee Macchiato, if you didn't already, then you want to go to the water room where you just did the Raven Incantation, or the Dark Incantation. There's going to be a wall that looks a little bit broken, and you want to melee it with Melee Macchiato. Now, you want to go to the bar. Yes, the same place. We're running around. This is the whole thing. There are going to be 6 vials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all in the same locations, but it's a different thing. This is where you're going to need a piece of paper, okay? Because you need to write down what each number of symbol is. So this was number 1 in my game. This was number 2 in my game. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pretty simple step. You just need to write down the code. Now you need to go back to the water looking room where you did the Dark Incantation and where you punched the wall, and at the wall there's going to be like this tablet looking thing. You want to shoot the symbols in the order of 1 through 6. So the symbols that were on the vials, whatever one was, you're going to shoot that one first, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. If you shoot the wrong symbol, it's fine. You just have to continue, and then it will reset. If you take too long shooting a symbol, it doesn't reset, but the symbols do change on the wall. If you got it right, all the symbols will disappear, and right next to it will open a book. You want to interact with the book, and remember those pages from like the second step after we talked to Krafft? Well, those pages are now there. You want to write down whatever those pages say. There's going to be 4 different looking eyes. It's either going to be a blank eye, an eye with a circle around it, an eye with 4 lines, or an eye with a bunch of lines around it. Now there are traps around the map that look like those eyes. You want to do those traps and get like 10 to 15 kills in the traps in the order in which are on the paper. So whatever one is, you want to find the trap that corresponds with whatever that symbol is on the ground, activate the trap, and get 10 to 15 kills. If you did it right, then the trap will end early, and on top of that, on the book, that symbol will now be not shaded or not glowing. Once you do all 4 symbols, then what you want to do is there are going to be stairs right next to Alchemical Lab. These are going to be symbols on the wall. They're going to be the Raven, the Lion, the Stag, and the Dragon. Raven is dark, Lion is light, Stag is lightning, and Dragon is fire. Remember that because you're going to need to for the incantation. Now, you're going to want to note this order. 1 is the top one, 2 is right, 3 is bottom, and 4 is left. Whatever this top symbol is the first one you're going to get. So if your first one was Raven, you're going to want to collect the Raven Sword and the Dark Incantation. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to use your Dark Incantation on the Raven statue, and then very, very quickly, you're going to want to weapon inspect your sword. Yes, it's stupid. If you did it right, then that statue will be glowing. Then what you got to do is you need to collect the next sword and its corresponding incantation, incant that statue, and then you're going to want to weapon inspect. And you want to do that for all 4 statues. If you did it right, all 4 statues will be glowing, and then orb, and all 4 statues will spawn an orb. Collect said orb. Alright, now I've been seeing a lot of different things about this, but this is the order in which I think you should do it. You have to pretty much soul box the orb. Alright, there are going to be 4 locations where you need to take the orb, and you have to use a specific weapon to soul box it. I would suggest doing the Lion Sword first. So this one you don't need an incantation for, or really kills at all, but you get the sword. So you want to collect the Lion Sword, and you want to go to exactly opposite to Vulture's Aid. It's going to say place orb. You're going to place orb, and then you're going to start challenge. What you want to do is you want to run around the room, and there's going to be like these green balls floating. You want to walk inside those green balls. I'm pretty sure with the Lion Sword you need it, and those count as the soul box. Kills don't count. I know it's stupid, but you need to walk inside the green balls, and your soul box will get done eventually. If you've done it right, then a mini nuke will go off, and you can walk over to the orb, and it will say collect orb. If it says start challenge again, you must redo it. All right, the next one I would do is the Dragon Sword. So you want to put down your Lion Sword and collect the Dragon Sword, and then get a fire incantation. You want to go to the castle grounds / courtyards and place the orbs over here. Again, make sure you have the fire incantations. Molotovs also work for this step too. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start challenge and get kills with the incantation, the fire incantation to be exact, or the Omega ability of the sword. You need, again, for this, you're going to need around 30-ish kills. I'm not 100% sure though. If you've done it right, a mini nuke will go off, and you'll be able to collect the orb. If you've done it right, then it says start challenge again, and you must redo it. The next sword I would do is the Raven Sword. Be careful, you are in a small space for this one. What you're going to want to do is you want to collect the Raven Sword and the Dark Incantation. You want to go to the water room and place the orb here, and then start challenge. What you want to do is you want to use your incantation on the zombies, and the zombies will get sucked into a rift. Those count as the soul boxes. You can't kill the zombies, you need to suck them into the rifts. Or you can use your sword ability, and it will create a huge rift, and pretty much every single zombie, including bosses, will get sucked up by that rift. That mega ability for the Raven Sword is amazing for this. You practically only have to use it once. If you've done it right, a mini nuke will go off, and you'll be able to collect the orb. If you've done it wrong, again, it will say start challenge again, and you must redo that challenge. The final orb I would suggest you do is the Stag one. So collect the Stag Sword and the Lightning Incantation. Then you want to go to spawn and place the orb here. You want to get kills that are electrified by the incantation or killed by your sword power or sword lightning laser. If you've done it right, a mini nuke will go off and you'll be able to collect the orb. If you've done it wrong, it will say start challenge again, and you must redo it. Collect the orb. Now, what you want to do is you want to prep for boss fight. So what you're going to want to do is I would suggest waiting until round 26 and Wonder Fizz will open. Wonder Fizz opens at the bar, and I would suggest getting every single perk you can possible. Especially if you like maining the Dragon Sword. The Dragon Sword, you can take damage from the Dragon Sword's main ability, but if you have PhD, you won't. But anyways, I would suggest getting every perk, and yeah. I would also just suggest getting a self-revive, mutant injector. You definitely need a bullet weapon, all the perks, tier 3 pack-a-punch, tier 3 armor, at least an epic tool. I would suggest getting a legendary though. And you know, just you really want to go out because this boss is extremely hard. Alright, so say you are ready. You want to go to the area in which you got the 4 symbols for the statues. Then you want to place the orb into the wall, and the wall will open up. You want to walk inside, and you want to interact with that like device. Again, if you're one of those people that want to hear what the people want to say, you could sit there, no zombies will spawn. But if not, then just collect the device and you can go to spawn. Go to spawn and you want to interact right here at the statue. That starts the boss. You will be transported into a boss arena. Stage 1 is you want to I would suggest shooting the back. The first 2 stages you are taking out its armor and destroying its weak spots. Stage 1 I would suggest shooting its back though. However, if you do shoot its other pieces of body and you destroy its armor, then his body will glow. Shoot that glow and that deals critical damage. Once that glow goes away, that means that body part is done and you don't have to shoot that body part. The area in which there is armor is his back, his chest, his arm, his hand, both of them too, and his leg and his feet. Both of them. I don't think that he has armor on his face though. Once stage 1 is done, there's going to be like a little immune stage where you just kill zombies. During that immune stage and only zombies spawn, I would suggest powering up your sword, getting ammo, and or getting armor. Stage 2, you just have to repeat stage 1. It's just a little bit more challenging because he's a little bit faster and he does a few more attacks, and there's a lot less area in the arena that you can go to. If you've done this part right, then there will be another immune stage. Again, get ammo, armor, or fill up your sword. Finally, for this step, all you have to do is shoot his chest. That's it. His chest will glow and you just gotta shoot it. Finally, the boss will be dead and there will be an amulet. Collect the amulet and you have just finished the Citadelle Day More Easter egg. Thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for listening, and I will talk to you guys in tomorrow's daily video. If you want help for any of like small steps, I have shorts out for collecting each sword individually, not the incantations though. And there's a little Maya Easter egg, mini Easter egg that I have on my channel as well, and they will all be linked in the description. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you again. Peace out.